Hi all! Today we're going to talk about combining like terms. Now before we actually get into this, let's review what like terms are. Like terms have the same variable raised to the same power or exponent. So, for example, let's change color here. 3x and 4x are like terms. They both have an x raised to the power of 1. Two y squared and 4y to the third are not like terms. Yes, they both have a y, but their exponents are different, so they're not like terms. And then we have 1/4 w squared and 3.2 w squared. These are like terms. Again, we don't really care about the coefficient, the number in front of the variable. We're looking at the variable. We're looking at the variable and its exponent. That's what we want to match up. Any questions, feel free to email me about this, but let's move on. Now, to actually combine like terms, let's look at an example. Let's look at 6yz plus 2yz minus 8yz. Now, first thing we're going to check we're going to find our like terms. Well, let's see, this has a yz, this has a yz, and this has a yz. So they all have the same term. So we're going to copy down that like term. yz. Notice, I did not put an equal sign there. We're simplifying. We're going to look for the words simplify means no equal sign. Yes, this will make a difference later on when we get to equations. Right now we're simplifying expressions. Expressions don't have equal signs. Now we're going to take care of our coefficients. I have, let's get a different color. Let's use green here. I have a 6, a positive 2. Remember, the sign that's in front, whether it's addition or subtraction, goes to the number that's behind it. And a minus 8. 6 plus 2 is 8. Minus 8 is 0. Now remember, this is actually 0 times y times z. And anything times 0 is 0. So this is my answer. I'll box it in a different color so you don't think I'm just circling something twice. Let's try another problem. Let's do example negative 9m to the third n plus 4m to the third n plus 5m. So let's mn. Oops. Okay, so let's start by looking for like terms. Let's see, I have a negative 9m to the third n, and now I have a 4m to the third n. So these two are the same, but this 5mn is different. My m's are not raised to the same power. My 5mn, the m is raised to the power of 1 or it has no exponent. So that one's just going to hang out by itself. There's nothing to combine it with. 5mn n. Now let's look at the beginning here. We have an m to the third n. So let's do n again. It's plus 5, so we're going to keep that plus 5. M to the third n, and m to the third. And now we have to look at our 9, negative 9, plus 4. Negative 9 plus 4 is, you've guessed it, negative 5. And this is everything simplified. This is my answer. Sorry about the color changes. Negative 5 m to the third n plus 5mn. Okay, let's try one more problem together. I hope you're writing these down in your notes. If not, you can always pause the video and rewind it. Okay, one more. 12x squared minus 8x squared y squared plus 11x squared minus 4x to the third y squared minus 9x y to the squared. Well, that looks a little intense, but let's go through this and see what happens. First thing we're going to look for, we're going to find like terms. I have 2x squared. I'm going to box it in red. And let's see, do I have any more x squareds? Well, here's an x squared, but there's a y squared, so that's not the same. Ah, here we go, 11x squared. Anything else x squared? Nope, that's it. Oh, you know what I should do? I should keep that plus in with that 11x squared. So let's take care of this first. 11x squared plus 12x squared plus 11x squared is 23x squared. Okay, on to the next term. I'm going to use blue now. I have a negative x squared y squared. Do I have anything else that has an x squared y squared? Well, we kind of took care of these two already. Here's a negative 4x to the third. Nope, my x's don't match up. And then a x, again, the x's don't match up. So, can't do anything with that. Let's just write it on down. X squared, y squared. Okay, next term. Negative 4x to the third, y to the second. Nope, again, my x's aren't matching up. I'm going to just write it down. 4x to the third, y squared. And then I just have my last term, 9x, y squared. I know, it doesn't look like we really solved much or simplified much, but this is my answer. Again, I hope you have these all written down in your notes. They will help you with tomorrow's work. I'm going to put 3 problems up for you to try on your own, and you're going to just post your answer. 1 is going to be negative 2ab plus ab plus 9ab minus 3ab. Okay, write it down. Post your answers online. There'll be a spot in a few moments. Number 2 will be 3 times negative 4 CD minus 5. And finally, number 3 will be A minus A to the over 4 plus 3/4 A. Last one's a little tricky. Here's a hint. This A only has an exponent of 1, and this A has an exponent of 1, and this A has an exponent of 1. Are they like terms? We'll find out when we go over this. Again, answer everything online. If you have any questions, email me. We'll go over these quickly tomorrow and do some more work in class. Have a great evening.